You're on.
Hello, everybody. This is Linda DeVitis, owner and founder of healingsonthego.com. I'm the host of Healings on the Go with Linda DeVitis. For those of you that don't know me, I'm a psychic clairvoyant medium, psychic healer, magnified healer, crystal healer, dolphin healer, professional space clearer, and candle manifestation channeling. I would like to welcome to the show Kendall Bell. Welcome back, Kendall.
Thank you for having me. Always a pleasure.
So today we're going to talk about the energies today. It's a very strong and super full moon in Sagittarius. So for those of you that are going through a lot of bumps in your life, it's a very strong, powerful moon, and it needs a lot of cleansing, that's for sure. What do you think about it, Kendall?
Yes, a lot of cleansing, a lot of shadow work is what I call it. You know, we're being forced to make peace with the things that can no longer reside with us, that can't go to the next chapter. It's like each chapter, you know, if we bring in old characters or old mindsets or old things that can no longer exist into the next one, we repeat the last one. And we don't want to do that. That's why this energy is just so intense right now, because we're being forced to sit down. Our cars are breaking down. Our computers are crashing. All sorts of things are happening right now. Relationships are breaking up. All sorts of things. And it's not the external version of what's happening. It's the internal. We have to sit down and we got to do an inventory check. And we got to take a little bit of the weight off the boat so we can sail.
Exactly. I want to say hello to Helen, and I want to welcome everybody to the show. Welcome, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Please like and share our show. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. Welcome, welcome. We're also going to talk about healings in different modalities. Today, I would like to talk about candles, one of my favorite services that I offer. And why they're my favorite is because I've seen a lot of miracles come out of them. How I discovered the candles is because I was going through a very dark time where I was in very bad financial debts, and I was praying to God, please, God, can I do something where I can help somebody and also get some exchange back so I can help pay for food and this and that? And sure enough, I was just gazing into the candle, and then I started getting messages. And I was like, wow, it's my thinking or something's talking through me. And it was telling me, you know how to heal and you know how to do it. It was just talking. And so my book is also about my experience, my journey from darkness to the light, which you can find on healingsonthego.com. And it was just remarkable. And the candles are very well self-taught. So it's not like something that it's not like something you can teach, because it's very much guided what I saw and how I heal people. So it's amazing. Kendall, would you like to talk about your experience, and then I'll go on about the candle?
Yes, yeah, I will actually. You recently gave me a candle healing, and it was a white candle, and I was transmuting some heavy energies, and I was going through one of those dark night of the soul changes. And when you gave it, I could feel it from where I am in Boston. You know, I can feel the lightness. I can feel forgiveness coming in. I can see things that I didn't see before in certain situations. And it really helped me alleviate a lot of the stress and a lot of the tension that I was holding within me, and the scenarios that I was playing on in my head. I'm a thinker, and I don't stop thinking. You know, and it was at that moment, I never stop thinking. I'm always thinking. I don't even think that I go to sleep, because when I wake up, I have all this information. So I just, my mind doesn't stop. But within the moments of shortly after the healing, I was able to just think clearly and able to shut the thoughts off, the chatter off, and actually hear the voice that was the one that was leading me towards my higher self, my higher purpose, seeing things from up here and not from down here in the mud, actually becoming the lotus flower, and not consuming myself with the things that block me. Like I was saying, with this super moon right now, we have to really see these things that are hindering us. And your candle the white one, it helped me. I had the black candle
Thank you.
handling, and for real, honestly, like, and I thank you for that. Like, you really,
It's my pleasure.
I'm a person where, I help myself. I help other people, but I help myself, and I don't seek help from anybody. And you're one of the people that I can actually come to, and I can talk to you about the things that are going on with me, and you fully understand the root of it and how to help me heal. And no one's ever helped me heal on that level. So thank you.
Oh, my
Appreciate that.
pleasure. Anytime. And a quick hello to Cindy. Thank you so much for sharing. I really appreciate it. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much. So I really appreciate it. And I feel honored that you come and open up to me. Anytime you need anything, I'm always there for you.
Yes, you've proven that. You make it safe, and you fully explain what's going to happen, and then the channel message that comes through, it always hits home. It always is coming from spirit, and you feel it, and you know it, and it's very special. So I recommend these candle healings for everybody. We have to start seeking other ways of healing other than going out and partying and drinking and watching TV. We can't do that anymore. We have to really get down to the root of things and sit down with ourselves, because I realize, even me, myself, on this path, this path of evolution, I'll get distracted. And it's within those moments of distraction, once I get out of it, I'm like, man, what did I just do to myself? So, we as a collective, and the black candle, let me talk about that. The black candle is for the tough. You got to really be ready to do some work if you want to get the black candle healing. It's going to really, seriously, it's going to open up your mind and open up your heart and open up your eyes to things that you swept under the rug when you were 5. Just the littlest of things from your childhood that may have triggered something that had a lifetime effect on how you act in your adulthood. Like, it's all going to come to the surface, and we gotta learn its name. We gotta learn how it operates. We gotta learn why it exists, and we gotta make peace with it. We can never get rid of these things. We just gotta fully understand that everything that's happened in our lives is designed to teach us how to become the greatest versions of ourselves. We're born complete. We're born with the information that we need. It's just about us being in these environments that help guide us towards the truth. And a lot of the times we don't realize that society and our homes and our environments and trauma and everything, it infects us because we absorb everything it does. And these candle healings, they actually help you sift through the mud. Again, I'm going to use that term so much because that's the best way to explain it. We are all beautiful beings. We're all lotus flowers, and the lotus flower grows through the mud. We got to get through the tough times, but got to make peace with it. The lotus flower can't grow through the mud unless you make peace with the mud. You got to become one with the mud. That's just
exactly.
The only way it works.
And I want to clarify with the black candles, a lot of people see it in a very negative way, thinking, oh, there's nothing wrong with everyone's religion. Voodoo is fine, but it's not something I practice. So basically, candles, how they work is because I send my own healing that I've been trained to do, basically long distance Reiki or magnified healing. And I send it through the candle. So the candle is an essence of your spirit. So let's say I give you an example. This is my candle, right? And I pray to, let's say Maria needs a healing. So what I would do is when I say her name, it's an essence of her spirit goes into the candle. And then it's miraculous how it happens because I feel like we're multidimensional. So an essence of her goes into the candle, and then I start feeling my guides talking through me. So I feel, okay, she needs some more healing oils, or everyone has different guides. So it's not like a set, okay, say Michael's coming for every candle. No. It's always different. And I see their aura through the candle. I can see that she has some dark spots, or it just talks through me. And so I send my own long distance healing, as well as I pray to my guides, and some spirit always comes in, whether it's St. Michael, Jesus, somebody. And that's when I start, it's like a team. I'm working through my long distance, blasting her my healing energy. The guides are around me doing their healing too. And we're just working on it together. And then after, let's say I dress the candle, I put herbs, oils, whatever, then I get the channeled message. And let's say her problem was love. So it'll talk through me and say, okay, and a 2-page channeling comes in, and it's very detailed, and it's the guidance of what she needs to. Some people don't want to hear it, but it's guidance. Okay, you need to do this and that. So after I write all the 2-page channeling is when the wax reading comes. So it's a big thing. It's not just, okay, I light a candle, you're done. So it's very detailed, very deep. And I spend an hour or more transmuting the energy to the person. After the channeling is when the wax reading comes in. That's when I see other messages. It's another reading. So I tell people healing candles like are miraculous. Why? Because people are ready to receive the healing. They're not closed, like, okay, they're open, they're ready. And then, oh, wow, my next book is going to be about miraculous stories that I've seen. So, but I'm going to share a few in a few minutes. And so there's the healing candles, then there are love candles. That's another kind of candle. Let's say me and you're in a relationship and we kind of feel a little sour towards each other. We just put some love energy. Everyone has the power to heal if you know how to do it. And it's not hard. I'm not, anyone special. I feel like people have healing powers. They just have to open the door how to do it. And healing can be sent through a lot of things. This is just my tool. So people ask me, why are candles miraculous? Because candles intensify the energy. So when you light a candle, that glow intensifies what you're wishing for. So I always tell people, okay, light a candle on this day. We don't do it the same style because I taught myself, or it was self-guided differently than others. That's why with you, the white candle and the black candle is very different, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So which one's better for you? The white one, right?
At this, I've already gone through the black phase. I appreciate what came through, but right now, I'm appreciating the white because I'm just trying to feel a little bit lighter now. So yes, exactly. The white ones I benefit from more so now. But what I always love about it is the way that you read the wax and the channeled messages. No matter what, those always hit home. And the first one was when my mom had passed away, and and you didn't know my mom, but the way that you were speaking, I knew it was my mom talking. I knew, and it helped me enriching my belief on my connection to her. She's right behind me right now, shining away. She's with me everywhere. And when she had passed away, I had already believed in my heart and my mind that she didn't pass away, that she was still here in spirit. But after I got the channeled message from you, it just helped me certify that what I feel it was a knowing. It's not a belief system, it's a knowing. And I know that she's here, and I know that all my ancestors are here. And that channel reading helped me pursue my purpose and do what I do out here, as an individual. Where I go now, I remind people of how beautiful they are. I remind people of their ancestors. If somebody passes away, I'm letting them know they love you, and I'm telling them, they want you to love them. They want you to remember the good time. They want you to honor their name. And I do that now. And I do it more so because of that. So thank you again.
Oh, you're welcome. Anytime. So back to the love candles. So I tell people, if you do a love candle with you and your husband or whatever, boyfriend and girlfriend, whatever it is, so the healing, why does it work miraculous? Again, because they're open to it. Now, let's say me and you're in the pie and I can't stand you, for example. Some people's energy is closed. Right. So as much as you're sending love energy, like, love energy, and I'm like, and then you could see, I've seen candles, I swear, actually take a step forward. And I took a picture of one of them, and I told Adela, did you see that? It actually took a step forward. Another one took a step back. And I'm like, this is crazy. I swear I did. I'm going to show you after the show, but there's one that you could tell its posture turned, and I didn't put it that way. They were facing each other. It was a healing for a couple. And then one looked like it went lopsided. So People say, well, what if they're bad spirits? I say, if they're bad spirits, it would feel negative. You can feel if something's negative, and you can feel if something is light. And whenever I do the candles, I always tell only the highest good of all. I always ask for protection, and I always ask to channel the white light beings. Nothing crazy. But yeah, there's candles that you would be like, what the heck is that? So then there's people that ask me for money candles, and I say, okay, it's just like sending money energy. Money is an energy. So you send that. There's a lot of, through the whole channelings, you can tell that on one level or another, we are blocked in some kind of way that deals with money, whether it's with our beliefs or something. So it's all written in the channeling. But anyways, we're going to take a quick break, and we will be right back right after these messages. Stay tuned, everybody. Hi, I am Linda DeVitis. I am a psychic, clairvoyant medium, and certified healer. I have also written a book, My Journey from Darkness to the Light, which is available on Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, and on my website, www.healingsonthego.com. If you would like to book an appointment with me, call me at 917-929-4935. Thank you. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hello, Ria, and welcome. Thanks again, Cindy, for sharing. I really appreciate it. Please like and share. That would be awesome. Welcome back, Kendall.
Always a pleasure to be here.
Do you use candles too to cleanse yourself?
I do. I actually just got some new ones. I got them in my bedroom right now. I was gonna light them during this, but I didn't. I burnt my sage before. I did some smudging. I'm gonna light the candles tonight.
That's beautiful. What's your favorite color?
My favorite color, I must say, is I like pink candles for some reason.
Very good.
Yeah, I like pink candles. There's something with the color pink. Like I got my rose quartz right here. Pink does something to my soul, to my heart.
Love energy. That's right.
I love energy. Yeah. So yes, pink. I like pink and I like white.
That's awesome. So for those of you that don't know the colors, white is for purifying and healing. Pink is for love. Yellow is for laughter. It's very uplifting. Orange is for joy. What other? Green for money and the heart chakra. We could go on and on, right? Black for vanishing. It's not a bad thing. See, people can use it for good and bad, what they do. But I always believe in karma, and what you give is what you will receive. So all my work is very positive, and I do go out of my way to help people, because if I know how to help you, I would be a fool not to help you. God gave me a gift for a reason, and I was self-taught for a reason. So I always do my best to help anyone that asks for it.
It's very important for us all to realize too that we all have these gifts. We all have something special. We all have something great to offer ourselves and humanity and the people around us. We just got to shift our perspective a little bit. Like one of the things that I do is I look at every single person or thing as a reflection of myself. So I always meet it the same way that I would want to be met, with open arms and just an open mind. And I feel like everybody has something to teach me, and it helps me navigate. I'm able to go anywhere and adapt in any environment, and I'm able to see things differently when I heighten my perspective and I realize, you know what? I am a chosen one. I am a gift from God. Like, this is the way I look at myself, and it's not a hierarchy thing. It's nothing like that. No, we're all special. We are, all of us.
Right.
Nobody is greater than the next. Nobody is less than the next. We are all special. It's all about our perspective of one another and who we are. So we got to remember how our mindset and our heart was when we were a child, before the trauma, before the indoctrination, before, all the bad relationships, before all of that stuff. We got to get back to that. This is why I love being around children and old people. I love it.
Exactly. I don't blame you.
Children and old people, I'm telling you. And if a child doesn't like me, or a child's energy is, crazy towards me, then I know I got to go do some work, because children don't lie. Especially children, little ones, they don't lie.
Yeah, they feel everyone's energy.
They feel everything.
And the dogs too.
The dogs too, animals, and it's just the way it is. But like I said, we all got to just remember we're all special, and we all have gifts, and we're all superhuman. We have superpowers, and we're just out here like the X-Men, just trying to remind you guys.
Exactly, that's true. We all are special. We all have our own journey, and we have gifts for a reason to share them. I remember this girl, she's like, I want to be a healer too, but I'll keep it to myself. And I told her, I said, if you have healing abilities, it wasn't for only you. It's to help people too. Sure. Some people, don't really want to, but it's okay. Whatever makes them comfortable. But I believe that if you have a gift, share it with the world, because that's what it's here for. So another question is, some people ask me, when I do a healing candle, how long will it take for them to feel a difference? And I would never promote anything that didn't help me. I always do it first, and then I notice. But since I'm so open to it, within like 20 minutes, I start feeling the fog off of me, that darkness. And the more you're open, the better. It works really fast. Some people they can feel it the same day. Some people could take a few days for the healing to kick in, but I know you will feel it. Trust me. Like you did, Kendall. You felt it. Yeah. So
I felt it.
And I have almost 50 5-star reviews on Google Maps, not including, I've done thousands. I have channelings, books and books of them. So I'm very blessed and honored that I got to see. I'll give you an example of a story of this lady that had really bad coronavirus. I'm telling you, she was headed to the hospital. So she told me, Linda, whatever you could do, just pray for me. So I said, okay, I'm going to do the Trinity candle. And what that is one candle a day for 3 days. Now, I'm not saying that you don't need medicine. You need both. You need medicine and prayers, because we do need the doctor too. So after a while, she was to the point that they didn't even think she was going to live. Hers, within a week, they saw a big difference. And she said, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. So I've seen a candle that I did of this older lady that was in a hospice. Within 4 days, she was released. Can you believe a hospice, someone being released from there? So I've seen a lot of miracles, and that's why I always tell people, keep praying, because you never know. Miracles happen every day. And I'm blessed to have witnessed a lot of them. So
when did you start? When did you start the candle healings? How old were you?
2015 is when I started, a year after my daughter was born, the candles. Yep.
Yeah, I can't wait to see.
How old was I? I was about, I don't even know. Don't say nothing.
I can't wait to see what your daughter becomes, and her being around you growing up, with you being so open-hearted, open-minded, and, having all these gifts to show her. I can't imagine what she's going to do and who she's going to be when she grows up. So,
thank you. All my customers tell me that they're going to go to her instead of me.
Yeah, that's what's happening. You're grooming her right now, and it's a good programming to put inside of her. Your children, we're all supercomputers, and you're putting the God's programming in her. And doing your job.
Thanks. She's lucky because when I was little, none of that made any sense. And my mother didn't even know. So she would always refer me to the priest for cleansing.
They say I'm a firm believer that our children are upgraded versions of ourselves, and that's why I work so hard on myself all the time. I have made so many mistakes, but like I used to look at them as mistakes, but now they're just lessons. And I also understand, like, if I don't become the greatest version of myself, then how are my children gonna pass me? How are they gonna be better? I don't want them to be the same as me. I want them to be better than me. So,
exactly.
It's a whole wide range of things that you got to work on. And, in implementing this and teaching the kids a natural way of being when we have a society that doesn't really promote it that much, it's going to be there's going to be a great time to see that balance and it working. And you're going to be very proud of yourself.
Thank you. You too. You're the best. Thank you.
You're welcome.
A lot of people, when I first started, I was actually ashamed and kind of embarrassed because I used to think like, oh, if I share that, they're going to think I do like crazy spell work and all this and that. And I kept it to myself for a little while, but then I said, you know what? They're going to judge me anyway. So at least I'm doing good for people. Good. And it's transferring energy. It's not like, I'm sitting there with a needle with the dolls, even though whatever people do, that's their own karma, but I don't do stuff like that. I always send healing and a lot of care, especially when people, the best feeling in the world is seeing somebody that was almost suicidal to the point her mom used to beg me, please pray for her. To the point, like now that she got older, she goes, thank you so much, Linda. You made me aware of things those are like priceless, knowing that you made a big impact on someone's life. And that all stemmed from people that didn't know how to help somebody, her mom didn't know how to help her, and she was going through a lot of empathic stuff. So I'm lucky, like you are. You help a lot of kids, and that's your talent, and you're here for a reason to help the kids. I help the older ones.
We're the bridge.
Exactly.
Bridge.
So
Yeah.
I use them all the time. Candles. Every day there's a candle lit. If I don't feel good, I do it on myself. And, it just talks through me. They say, do you hear a voice? No, it's actually, I feel like it's my own voice taking dictation. You know what I mean? Like you're writing things down. But my tone is different.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I apologize. No, you finish.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, I was going to ask you, do you use incense?
Yes.
Clarence as well. What's your favorite?
So, my favorite is coconut. And also I recommend before doing any kind, like let's say you light your candle, before you light it, sage around it because you don't know who touched it. So I sage it or rosemary and I cleanse it before I even do anything. Even the pot that I put the candle in is cleansed beforehand because you never know.
Have you ever worked with frankincense?
Yes.
Yeah.
My favorite one is coconut. For some reason, it's connected with the head. Yeah.
Coconut. I didn't know that they had coconut incense, but I'm going to find them. Do you have some?
I have these huge sticks.
You're gonna have to send me over some.
I will, but they're huge. They're like 15 inches long. I don't know why they send me the humongous ones. They come in 12-pack. That's the smaller ones too. So those are my favorite. There's a lot of them. And everything like intensifies. So let's say you light a candle, then you can I burn incense around it just to match the energy. So healing with coconut, or if it's money, fast money, it has to match. That's how I do it.
Now, is there a specific time where we should be doing these rituals? Or
today.
In the day? Today. Oh, yeah. Well, today, yes. That would definitely, I want to make note that whatever it is that we want to come into fruition, we should be focusing on that right now more than ever with this full moon energy and how powerful it is right now. We just really got to focus on what we want, forget the outside noise, all the things that are happening, just take that energy, just take away like the instance of what's happening, just look at it as energy. And the more intense the energy, the more powerful your mindset's going to be if you just put that thought into what it is that you want. Just think of it that way.
Exactly. And a quick hello to Anne. Thank you so much for sharing. Hi, Maria. Welcome, everybody. Please
Hello,
like and share. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you. You guys are awesome. If you guys have any questions about the candle, please feel free to message me in the box. I'm reading the messages. So feel free to ask me anything you want. I know some people it's a new thing. Not everyone does what I do. I think I only know of myself that does it. But if you have any questions about it, feel free to ask me anything you want. And Kendall, whatever questions you want to ask him, we're more than happy to answer your questions. They also ask me how they work. How they work is through God's blessing and also sending healing energy. That's how I do it, both. So when I pray for somebody, I'm sending long distance healing and the angels come around. Again, they're always different. Always be ready to be open and receive. That's how it's going to happen faster. Again, when you close off, you can block somebody. So when it's a healing, I always say, open up, here I come. And no hesitations, don't hesitate, because that's why I believe that the healing candles are like the best ones ever. And again, certain beliefs always cause blockages. So what we believe in, like if you believe the root of all evil is money, then you wonder why you don't have it, right? Yeah. Because you just blocked it.
What you perceive, you receive. I'm a firm believer in that. One of the things that I've been practicing, again, what I was just saying was just the power of my thoughts. I think about anything and it happens. So I'm just trying to think about the things that I want to happen now, in the terms of the candles, and when I use my healings and I do all of my rituals, I'm just really just trying to bring in what it is that I want and let go of the outside stuff. I keep saying this over and over again because I feel like we're all going through this stuff. We're all going through this shift right now and nobody is running from it. And, things like candle healings, which Linda offers, things like, just going to the ocean and just sitting there reflecting, putting your feet in the water, getting grounded, getting crystals, charging your crystals under the moonlight, writing down your affirmations. I speak affirmations all day, every day, no matter what. And know that, this stuff matters, and how you feel and what you see and what you believe matters.
Exactly. And if anyone wants to know more about candles, you can find them at healingsonthego.com.
Make sure you get a candle healing, guys. If you're ready to evolve and you're tired of the same old song on repeat and you really want to just make that shift to the next level, I suggest you guys get a candle healing. If not a candle healing, get some sort of natural form of healing. And I feel like Linda, she offers some of the best services for that. So
thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Definitely treat yourself, I think, to a candle. I always feel like candles are, when you're worried about something, that's like my safe net. I know that when I light one, everything's going to be okay.
That's it.
I hide in back of them. Oh, it's so funny. So basically, what else do you do for healings? Like if you feel stressed out, any other tips?
So I am a very private person. I need to seclude myself from people. I need to be by myself. I need to put on vibrations. I listen to the frequencies of 528 hertz or 432 hertz to put my headphones on and, drink some tea and drink some water, stay grounded. And I like to let the frequencies heal me. The frequencies heal me. Yes. Music, whether it be music that I make, I started to make my own frequencies and make my own healing music. But if I'm listening to other, like that heals me the best. Music, frequencies, and they say the future of medicine is going to be in the form of frequencies. And I'm a firm believer of that. Because It's something that it does to my mind, body, and soul, that when I come out of it, no pill or no drug or anything, alcohol, none of that stuff has ever made me feel the way that I feel after I tune into frequencies.
Exactly. Stay tuned, everybody. We'll be right back right after these messages. Hi, I am Linda DeVitis. I am a psychic clairvoyant medium and certified healer. I have also written a book, My Journey from Darkness to the Light, which is available on Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, and on my website, www.healingsonthego.com. If you would like to book an appointment with me, call me at 917-929-4935. Thank you. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back with my beautiful guest, Kendall Bell. Welcome. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please like and share. That would be greatly appreciated. So we're going to continue on of why is it so important to cleanse a lot of debris. When even going into a home, you can feel the dark energy. Would you like to elaborate, Kendall?
Yes. What you're saying, just to add to what you're saying, yes, clearing your space. I realize that like one of the things that keeps me going, that keeps my energy high, is cleaning. Like I have to clean, I have to clear my space. When I have clothes lying around, I have dishes lying around, I realize that it's harboring negative energy and it affects me. So yes, clearing our space and just the little things. I have this 1 minute rule that in my mind, I'm like, you know what, I'm going to get this done in 1 minute, and I'll get everything that I'll have a dirty house, whatever, and I just fly around getting everything done. And within that 1 minute, it's done. It's done, and I don't procrastinate on it. I just get it done, and I get it out of the way, and instantly my vibration raises. Instantly. In the morning, if I cook breakfast, I clean up right afterwards. Instantly my vibration raises. But when I'm lighting, when I light my candles or I'm doing smudging, I got to make sure that my house is clean. I got to make sure that there's nothing on my floor. My floor is swept. I got to make sure my dishes are put away. So yes, we got to really, for when we're doing clearings, we have to make sure that our space is clean. That's very important.
Exactly. And I noticed also, because I wear a lot of crystal bracelets, and if I feel like in a depressed mood and I wear them without cleansing them, it's just another attachment. So cleanse your bracelets, everything you're wearing, you need to take it off. Because one time that happened to me, I'm like, wait a minute, but I'm in a better mood, but I feel something. And then I'm like, oh my God, they've been cleansed my bracelets.
Tonight's the night to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Take them out into the super full moon, which means that the full moon is very close to the earth, which is bringing a lot of dizziness and turbulence, a lot of relationships, healings. I had a lot of healings to do today. So yeah, today's the day, and it's a fire sign in Sagittarius.
Yes, and do it in filtered water. If you have a mason jar, cover it up, set your intentions, put it out there, and I would clean them first before you do it. And then after that, you put it in the filtered water in the mason jar, and then you have moon water, and you can drink your moon water. It's going to help you.
Exactly. You're right. We have strawberry moon in Sagittarius. That's for sure.
Indeed.
A lot of people are praying it goes away already because it's bringing in changes people are not ready for.
We're never really ready for the changes. It's probably a lot of times we just have to get pushed off the cliff.
Or else no changes appear. That's sure.
That's it. Ride these cosmic waves. That's what I call it. Just riding cosmic waves and learning to reflect and not project onto other people. Understanding that everything that's happening on the outside of us is determined from what's going on the inside of us. It's true. I practice it every day. I realize I'll have bad thoughts. I'll go out, I'll get negativity of people beeping at me. I live in Massachusetts where people drive fast, they're swearing all the time when they're driving by you. And you're in New York, so you understand what I'm saying. And it's
Of
crazy
course.
because if I have that mindset, I get it. But when I'm at peace and I'm calm, these people are flying by me still, but they're not swearing and pissing me off for going the speed limit. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So
That is so funny. Exactly. And energy collects. So it can collect in the corners, it can collect. You just feel it. I don't know. When I go into a place, I know right away, I'm like, oh boy, there's something off. But not everyone's sensitive, but you can feel it. That's for sure. When you go somewhere and you feel like suddenly in a bad mood, what do you think? You're picking up on something. We're all psychic to a point, but some people don't realize it and they think it's maybe them. Meanwhile, it's the energy as well.
yes.
Have you noticed like stores that aren't busy?
Mm-hmm. And I noticed that a while back. And one of the things that I practice too when I go in any place is I get my mind right and I get in control of my energy and I don't absorb it, I lift it. It's either you're on my wavelength or you're either gonna love me or you're gonna, I'm gonna, deflect you away from me. It is what it is. But
Exactly.
I don't absorb it. I don't fit into the energy of the room. I'm always gonna come in with my own energy. And if the room that I'm walking in fits my energy, then hey. But if not, I just don't let it affect me anymore. And I don't stay there long. You know? I get out of there as soon as I can. But again, it's just about
Exactly.
knowing that we have the power to own our own energy and we don't have to absorb it all of the time and become our environment. We can we can make the environment become us.
Exactly. Michelle is asking, and thank you for joining, Michelle. Why is it called the strawberry moon? Because of the month that it's on.
Because of the month, and it's going to be so low, it's going to have a hue to it that it's kind of like a pink hue. So that's calling it a strawberry moon, and it's a time for harvesting strawberries as well. So
exactly, and now is the time to heal yourself. It's great. Full moons are so it's double the power. So basically, if you're wishing for something, full moon intensifies your wish double. So that's why you do things on these kind of days. Or super full moon, which is like 2 full moons in one, is like, that's why they're so powerful. Have you ever gone into a store? I get it all the time. And I'm like, oh my God, I got to run out of here. I'm just too sensitive.
I feel that way when I'm not grounded.
Yeah.
So I know when I'm not grounded, there's places that I can't go to. So it's very important to stay grounded as much as you possibly can. We can't always stay grounded, but getting up in the morning, how we start our day is the most important step to our day that we're going to have, because it's going to determine everything that happens after that. So some places we can't jump, or we can't avoid all the places. We got to go somewhere.
Exactly.
We got to go to some of these places. So if we go in there frazzled, then guess what? It's going to mess with us.
That's true. Yeah, grounding is what I work on. I'm always out of body a lot during the nighttime.
So I projected.
Yes, I do. And my dad on the other side, he's like, you know where I am. You don't have to always come. He goes, that's why you're so off balance. So I try not to go there too much. But yeah, he's right. I like to fly a lot. And when I started learning healing, my teacher told me, she goes, you have to stay in your body. She goes, you're all over the place.
I was just reading something about that. About how like we're multidimensional beings and we have the ability to be in different places, even when our eyes open. That's why they say that we don't sleep. Like we never sleep. And we call it dreaming. They say we're dreaming. No, we're actually visiting our ancestors and we're visiting different realms and we're time traveling.
Yes. Exactly. We're out of body. The soul comes, people might not believe it, but our soul does come out at night while the body falls asleep. I recommend Dolores Cannon. She's amazing. And she always says that. She said, your soul, once you sleep, it's out of there. We do night work, astral travel. We don't remember it. But did you ever wake up like you're just like frazzled all of a sudden? Like, happens to me a lot of times that I'm like, wait, let me ground myself. You feel floaty. So that's because the soul sometimes comes in real quick. So it's certain people are like, yeah, right. But I do believe it because there's been stories of people actually watching their body fall asleep. Have you heard of it? I had a couple people tell me that they were sleeping and they were actually looking at their body fall asleep while they're outside.
Yeah,
So yes, your
that's astral
spirit does come
projecting.
out.
Yeah. They have a ceremony with ayahuasca. And it's like a tribal ceremony where people have stated what you're saying, where they've gone through these certain ritual and they can see themselves outside of their bodies, and it's life changing because it helps you see further to who you are, and how beautiful and how powerful we all are. We just think that
Exactly.
we're this just 3D form, this human, and we're not. We're so much more than that. And
Exactly.
one of the things that I want to, just take note on is our dreams right now. Pay attention to our dreams. We're getting
Mhm.
a lot of downloads and messages. Wake up. When you wake up in the morning, don't just touch your phone. Don't jump up out of your bed. Sit down for a minute and think about your dream and write down what you can write down, what you can remember. And, use that and put all the pieces together. Eventually, you're going to get a message. But start journaling and start, really paying attention to your dreams, because I feel like right now our angels, our ancestors are trying to tell us all something on a collective level that we all should know. It's going to help us all.
Exactly. And grounding too. That's what I work on. They say if you put like a stainless steel spoon under your foot and you rub it, it actually activates the meridians and it helps you ground. So I practice a bunch of that stuff when I feel floaty.
Silver spoon?
A silver spoon, the stainless steel. It has to be stainless steel.
I got a whole bunch of tips from you tonight.
That
Writing down everything.
is so funny. Good. I'm glad to know that.
Everybody's your teacher, right? You teach me a lot, Linda. I really do appreciate you and your knowledge.
It's my pleasure. And for professional space clearing, they can find me at healingsonthego.com. I do that too. I do a bunch of stuff. When I was younger, I went on a roll. I wanted to learn everything. So I went to Reiki healing. I did magnified healing, dolphin healing, you name it. I was on a rampage. So I like to share my knowledge. Why not?
So what is dolphin healing?
You're welcome, Michelle. So dolphin healing is basically channeling the dolphin energy. So that's like different ones that come in the golden energy, the golden dolphins. Then they have the pink dolphins. Again, every one is different. Sometimes the gold will come in, sometimes the pink. So how I do it is either I do it long distance through meditation. I call them in, then I see a whole bunch of stuff. Or I do it while Reiki. And I don't only do a normal Reiki session. I do a whole channeling while I'm doing a Reiki session on you. So I have your grandfather coming in and talking through me. Then I have past lives that come through me. So I tell people, do you want to relax or you want to find out everything? So a lot of people are like, yes, I would love to hear what they have to say. So they come in and I start telling them, what this person looks like. But I do let them relax a little bit so I don't yap through their whole session. But yeah, I do readings with the Reiki because I feel so much. I might as well share it with them.
That's amazing.
Anne says that she can relate to what we're saying. Awesome, Anne.
That's awesome, man. That means you're doing a lot of reflection and you're doing a lot of work on yourself, and I'm proud of you, Anne. I have this saying, and it's like this: only those alike are gonna understand. That's it.
Exactly.
And when a person understands what I'm saying, they're telling me all about the things that they hide behind closed doors. So I'm proud of you for the work that you're doing.
Yes, you're doing excellent. Everyone give yourself credit because we're all doing the best that we can.
All of us.
We're not angels. I mean, look, some are earth angels. Yes, we are, but we are not perfect. So we're all working on ourselves. Everyone's working on themselves and we're doing the best that we can.
And be gentle and be kind to yourself and be kind to others as well. And understand how important it is that, you stay in tune with your power. Just because we're going through our stuff, we don't have to, inflict it onto other people. We just got to really reflect on ourselves and know that we have the power to uplift or destroy. And we're all being asked on a collective level right now to uplift. Mother Nature, Mother Gaia, she is calling for us. And, the only way to really change things is when we change ourselves. Change ourselves, we change the world around us.
Thank you, Cindy. She said great advice. Mm-hmm. Thank you. So
Thank you,
basically,
Cindy.
we recommend you do heal. Now, you can do healings, but also take care of yourself, because if you don't feel good, how are you going to help another person? I used to always do that. I was last. I'm like, forget about Linda. I would help everybody. And then I'm like, I have to do myself too. That's when I felt like off. Then my guides are like, listen, you got to take care of yourself as well.
Yes, that's it. You can't give from an empty well. You gotta fill your cup
Yeah,
first. Now I overfill my cup. I'm not giving from a full cup. I'm overfilling my cup and I'm giving the overflow. Get back to the full. I'm filling my cup. I'm overflowing again. But
exactly.
we
That's
have to take care of ourselves first.
and love yourselves, everybody. Love yourselves, because you are a beautiful spark of the divine. People go back and they just beat themselves up, but every door is leading you to another door. So why are you hard on yourself? You don't know why that happened. It might have been, it's mostly a blessing in disguise, because it brought you somewhere else. You met another person, another path open to you. So just because you made supposedly a mistake, right? It's not really a mistake, because it was a blessing. That's how I see it.
We just gotta think
Things
about.
happen for a reason.
You're right. And I feel like we make these choices and we could have went down this path, we could have went down this path, but we chose to go down this path. So this is going to be our teacher. But this is the blueprint, and we're the architect, and we can design it however we want. It's just about our perspective of the things that have happened. And
Mhm.
our perspective is what's going to be what we get on the outside. But we always got
And
to keep a high perspective of things, or at least
exactly.
try to. I know sometimes it's hard and it's easier said than done, and we got to go through the mud and we got to go through the fire. But if you want to come out on top, we got to see the light in things.
Yes, and you can't go back and have regrets, because there's nothing you can do in the past. The only thing you can do is change what's happening now. That's all.
Change your perspective. Go. You can. It's like time traveling. Like you get to a certain point in your life and you learn different knowledge, and then you go back to your past trauma self, and you're like, it's okay. This is what we learned. This is the strength that came through it. And then you heal your inner child, or you heal your past self, and then you bring them back into present day. If that makes any sense to you guys. But yes,
Yes.
that's my form of time traveling, healing yourself, changing your perspective
Exactly.
of the things that happened to you.
That's for sure. Exactly. And sometimes our experiences, I wouldn't have been where I am now helping people if I didn't go through all that trauma that I went through in my past, like being a little girl in a crazy haunted house and going through so much. It led me to want to heal people. If I never had any of that, I probably wouldn't even be doing it right now. So certain things, it's not fun to go through, but I always say, keep going, because it's bringing you somewhere, and it's bringing you somewhere good.
It's beautiful.
Don't give up.
Never give up.
I'm
There is
so
no
glad I
giving
did
up.
it.
Never
Go
any
ahead.
giving up. No, it's
Exactly.
beautiful. You turn your pain into power. And that's what we all have inside of us. The ability to turn our pain into power. What are we choosing? Be great. Be great at everything that you do, and know that you matter.
Exactly. And you take care of your body, right? You buy stuff, you buy clothes, but always take care of your auric field. That's so much important, because everything stems from the mind. The mind creates everything in the body, with imbalances, perfect health. It depends where your mind is at.
Mhm.
So I always tell people, I rather pay money to get healed than buy a Gucci bag, because at the end of it all, you need your aura to be cleansed unless you want to suffer with health problems. My mom almost had a heart attack when my dad passed away, and she was heading to my house. And she told me that she feels like she's going to collapse. She has a lot of pressure. So I said, oh my God, I got so scared. I threw her on the couch and I started doing a healing on her real quick. And then she got up. She goes, in Greek, she's like, may God always keep you well. And she gave me such a hug. She goes, that heaviness, which was, what was it? That was heavy energy lifted off her. But I said, but still go to a doctor and check. And sure enough, she was on the verge of having a real heart attack. Thank God that I was there to take away that heaviness from her, and I knew what to do. But if not, that heaviness would have stayed with her and she would have had a heart attack.
Wow.
So thank God that, yeah, that's what I always say, take care of your Take care of your health. And with the candles is great because you don't have to be in person. They're all long distance. I never do candles in person because I always have to do them from home. And then I send you all the stuff, pictures of the candle, pictures of your channeling, and then later on the wax reading. So
and they work. They work, I promise you.
Again, it's healingsonthego.com if you want to read more. And you can always see other people's reviews. Go to googlemaps.com and Google my company, Healings on the Go, and see what kind of services I provide. So where can they find you, Kendall?
You can find me at Rare Breed Universe on Facebook. You can find me at Kendall Bell on Facebook as well. And at rarebreeduniverse.com.
All righty. Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. And thank you so much, Kendall. It's always a pleasure to have you on. You're such a blessing.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure to be on here with you guys. I love all you guys over there. Strong Island Entertainment. Beautiful people, beautiful souls. Next time I'm going to make it out there. I don't really like the remote stuff too much. I like to be in person. So, I'm going to be out there so I can reunite with the tribe.
All right. Thank you so much again for tuning in. Be well, everybody, and stay clear.
Stay beautiful.
Have a great one. Bye-bye.